Hi everyone, Lisa here from LC Designs. Welcome to Workshop Wednesday. Today we're going to be making a birthday gift box. I've had a lot of requests for birthday. You know, I have been focusing on Halloween since Halloween's coming up. I wanted to go from Halloween to fall. I had some requests for birthdays. This is just like a tiny birthday box that you can put a pair of earrings in. I was gonna make a little insert for it to put the earrings on, but you can put a necklace in. There's a bunch of things that you can put on. So I have a few reminders. Can you believe this Saturday is already October 1st? The year kind of went by slow, and then all of a sudden it's just like, boom, we're already towards the end of the year. So this Saturday is World Card Making Day, so you can join us on Stampin Up. Stampin Up let us demonstrators know that there's going to be a big announcement that day. Not sure what it is. It's a surprise. So if you haven't registered, I did post a link already on my Facebook page. And I've posted the measurements for the cards that they'll be making. If you didn't buy any of the bundles that they suggested, you could use any bundle. You can always adjust to whatever stamp set, whatever bundle that you have. So World Card Making Day. So Friday's also the last day to get the perfect partners matching dies to the stamp set. So there was the Yeti, there was the tree one, there was the apple harvest, I believe a wreath one. I can't remember all of them offhand, but this Friday's the last day. I'll make another post on that so that you guys can look at those and see if there's anything you want before Friday, because the stamp sets will stay because they're in the annual catalog, but the dies will go away after Friday. Share my video. I had to put notes because I forget everything. So don't forget to share my video. You share my video and I'll send you the materials to make 2 of these gift boxes that we're making today. I always try to send 2. So I'll send you the materials. You can share my video here. If you're watching me on YouTube, you can share the video there as well. I had a lot of shares last week. So my winner last week was Kelly Williams. So I think you were on YouTube, so I will reach out to you to get your address and everything so that I can send you last week's projects, the materials to make last week's projects. All right, so that was a lot. Let's go ahead and get started. And anyway, we are going to be using the Happiness Abounds stamp set. I love this font. Love it, love it, love it. And so we'll be using the Happy Birthday. And we will start out with our box. We're going to use thick, basic white cardstock. And I forgot to tell you, the project sheet posted. My project sheet always has all the measurements for you. You do need to watch my videos in case you need to see how to put it together. But this did post already, so you can download it and print it. So with this is going to be 4.5 by 5, again thick, because we want a big, a sturdy box. Last week I made a real sturdy box. So the 4.5 by 5. So we did the 5. This is 4.5. And then we're going to score each side at 1. I look like I'm all crooked on here. So we're going to score all 4 sides at 1. 1. I changed my blade. So I should have a nice crisp, clean cut. I was cutting so much for all my craft fair projects that, my cutting blade had got dull. So now for the top part, we're going to go 3 inches. This is Parakeet Party by 8. So let's put my arm out there. Or you know this is 8.5, so you could always just cut off that half. Okay, I think that's all we'll cut for right now. Oh wait, no more cutting, but we're gonna have to score. So we're gonna score this long side on the parakeet party at 2.5. Make sure you have your scoring blade. 3.5. And then 6 1/8, which you could barely see it right there, but that's 6 1/8, and then we're going to go 7 1/8. This trimmer kind of gets a little tricky when you get into the 6s, but that's it there. And let's go ahead and burnish all these lines. So this is basically going to be just a wrap to go around our box. And you can, if you want, let me see, I've got a new pair of paper snips too, is just trim off the edges. This is going to be hidden, but if you just want it like a crisp, you can do that on this one. And we're going to use some tear and tape and put it right by the score line. I like to use 2 pieces on this, one at the top and then one towards the bottom where the score line is. And then take your pick tool, take the tape off and adhere. If you guys hear any noise in the background, my husband's putting some new flooring in. So you might be hearing the saw go off. So that's basically super easy. That's our wrap. Now our box, we had already cut and scored, so now let's burnish all the 1-inch lines. Yeah, we decided to put some flooring up in the hallway upstairs. So these you can go ahead and miter. If you're anything like me, I'm not a good cutter, but yet I do some fussy cutting. It's funny, I can hear my husband, so I'm sure you guys must hear it too, because it sounds like he's directly above me upstairs working. But the flooring, we decided to take out the carpet in the hallway and put in the wood flooring, which I know when it gets cold here, we might be going, why did we do this? But it's just in the hallway. We have the hardwood floors, all hardwood floors and tile downstairs. But all the bedrooms will still have the carpet. So I'll just put some tear and tape on each corner. I know I'm rambling on. I haven't told you guys that when I came back from Indiana, I had COVID. It was the first time I've gotten it. And it wasn't bad, but I was just really tired. And all of a sudden this week, I don't think I've relapsed. I haven't tested myself. I don't feel like I did, other than being real tired. Yesterday, I was really tired, lazy, couldn't get motivated, and I was like, what the heck's going on? So then we'll just adhere these. You know, I've been exercising. I didn't even exercise as long as I normally do because I just felt so tired. So I don't know what's going on. So here's our box. So if I forget things in my project today, I'm blaming it on that because I was so tired. I couldn't get motivated. So we're going to use the Butterfly Kisses DSP, and I chose this pattern here. Yeah, I don't know. I normally don't have a problem like that. I never take naps, and when I had the COVID, I was taking naps. I was just tired. So this is going to be 2 7/8 by 2.5. So you want to be aware of your pattern. The 2 7/8 is going to be your long side. It's going to go right on there like that. So just if you have a pattern, make sure that you have it the direction that you want. The 2 7/8 will be this direction. All right, and we can put that back. So yeah, I was just like really, really super out of it yesterday. It was, I don't know, I do not like being like that at all. So we're just gonna glue this on. Because usually I could spend hours and hours and hours in my craft room, no problem at all. But yesterday, I mean, I spent a lot of time in here, but I was still just, like, could not get motivated. I don't know if it's, I don't know. I don't know what it has to do with, but so there's that. You know, I didn't even show you the box, did I? This is the one that we're gonna be making. So next we're gonna need to, I have some white here, and this is something that I never do because I like to use my Stampin' Blends, but I am just gonna stamp this flower, cut it out, and then I'm gonna use Wink of Stella, but I'm not gonna color it in. Normally I would color it in, but I wanted to do something different. So let's grab our stamping or cut and emboss machine. Look, I got new plates too. I'm just getting everything here. So we have the die that goes to this. I got some glue on my hands. Why am I not getting this right? Here we go. So we will cut that out. But a lot of times when you use the Wink of Stella, it'll pull some of that color in. So it might have like a little tinge. These things are so brand new. They're like stuck to each other. So there's our flower. But then now we're going to cut a Calypso Coral. Oops. Scallop circle. And I believe this scallop circle's the fourth from the largest. So if you go to the largest and count down to the fourth one, that'll be this. We're gonna do some more die cutting, but I gotta stamp. My cut and emboss machine sounds a little squeaky. So we are just going to add some Wink of Stella to this flower. So it'll be sparkly, but see, you can kind of see it just pulls a little bit of the color. And so it'll have like a light tinge of color, but not color. I just wanted to do something different. So we're gonna let that kind of dry a little bit. And we need to stamp some Granny Apple Green leaves. So we're going to use Granny Apple Green ink on Granny Apple Green cardstock. And we just need 2 of those. And then we'll cut those out. We're still going to let that dry a little bit. Is your guys' weather getting cooler? You know, right now we have a son who lives in Florida. Talked to him yesterday, and he said yesterday the weather was real bad, but they were okay. They're kind of by Fort Lauderdale. And then I text this morning and haven't heard back, so I don't know if they're without power or what. But I told him to be sure and keep us posted of what's going on. But our mornings have been nice and cool here. I like that cool weather. But then it's still warm in the afternoons. Okay, so now I think we're done with this one. And again, sorry for the noise because I can hear my husband. All right, this should be dry now. But what we're gonna do first is we're gonna use some glue dots and add these leaves. Let me find my glue dots. There's one there. There's one there. And my goodness, I'm sorry. We'll put one up here. Of course, he's working right above me today. He's not at the other end of the hall. And we'll put one right here. Then we're gonna go ahead and adhere that here with dimensionals. And what I did is I put a dimensional on each leaf just to give it some extra sticky so it'll stay. And then we will put this one on here. And then this, we're gonna glue this down. We're just gonna lay this one flat. Put some liquid glue. Put that kind of at an angle. And then we're gonna cut a tiny piece of basic white cardstock, and we're gonna stamp happy birthday. So we'll stamp it first, and then we'll trim it. Or, yeah, we'll stamp it and then trim it. There's the happy birthday. And then we're gonna use this little coral piece, and this is only 1/4 by 3 1/4. So let me see what this is. 1/4, so tiny, but I just wanted to add some color behind that white piece. So 1/4 by 3 1/4. Actually, I'm right there. And this one was 1/2. So I'm a little bit, where's my 1/2 is? So let's cut some off at this end. You probably should have cut it first. There's a 1/2, and then stamp, so then that way you're not trying to, I think I stamped my sentiment a little bit crooked. But, so we will use some liquid glue to adhere this piece. You don't have to go all the way. Just wanted to add that little bit of color, like I said, behind it. And you could even trim these off some more if you want more color. And then we'll add some dimensionals. Love the dimensionals. And we'll adhere that at the bottom. And we are going to put it right here. And then now we're going to tie a double bow. I used the Parakeet Party out of the In Color Baker's Twine pack. So we'll do a double bow real quick. And you see how easy this box came together? Quick and easy. These are, you could, again, I had been doing a lot of Halloween. Oops. You can make these into Halloween boxes if that's the stamp set that you have. Like I said, always use what you have. And let's get another glue dot in here. But I had a lot of, at my craft fair, actually, I had a lot of, don't you have anything birthday? And I had made everything Halloween and fall. I just didn't think about birthdays. So we'll add this right here. This looks like a mess, but there. And then now we're gonna add some of those brushed brass butterflies. Yeah, I just didn't even think of it. didn't think of, you know, I had fall. So we're gonna put one on the flower. Let's put one down here. Oops, came back, and one up here. Yeah, so this, I have another craft fair coming, so I will definitely work on some birthday themes. But look, there you go. We have our box. It's that easy, put together in no time at all. So thank you so much for joining me today. And just remember about the, World Card Making Day this Saturday, and the last week for the Perfect Partners sets, the dies, and then I have my ordering special still, so if you do get one of those bundles and you spend $50, you can get the fall banner, all the materials for the fall banners.